Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 15th to the 21st. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Virgo. Hello, welcome to a big week. If you have been seeking change, you're going to get it this week. We're kicking off this week with Mars conjuncting Uranus. We're ending this week with a powerful full moon in Capricorn. This is that back-to-back. We had that full moon in Capricorn at 1 degree in June, all right? This is at 29 degrees. Neptune is at 29 degrees. Neptune's very active this week. This is going to be a big week for you. Now, kicking it off with Mars conjuncting Uranus. I've talked about this. Conjunctions are very, very powerful, and it's happening in Taurus, okay? Happening in Taurus, there is going to be, here's the thing. So you've got Mars and Uranus in a Venus-ruled sign, taking up all that space, and they're kind of like bringing a little bit of disruption to that harmony that Venus is known for. So just know this is where you could feel a little bit of a shakeup, okay? I talked about this in your monthly forecast. This is one of the biggest aspects of the month. Now, this is happening in your 9th house. This is all about spirituality for you. This is your belief system. This is how you see things. You could have this big shift in the way your philosophy. This is higher mind. There's something here. You could have a pretty, actually dramatic shift with this type of aspect, all right? And another thing is the moon will be in Scorpio this day. Moon in Scorpio can be, it adds a little bit of intensity. So this is a day that I've said circle in your calendar because this is, there could be a little bit of shakeup. Now, here's the other thing. With Uranus in a conjunction like this, Uranus all about surprises, unexpected. It really is unpredictable. It really is. It's like a baby reveal party. Is it going to be a boy? Is it going to be a girl? Is the magician over there going to pull out a bunny? Going to pull out flowers? You just never know. However, Virgo, you may have a little bit of an inkling before, all right? Because this conjunction is so powerful, you may start feeling it a little bit before, all right? A little bit before, and it is happening in your 9th house of spirituality. So you could be really in tune around this time. Moon in Scorpio brings a lot of, that's your 3rd house, okay? So communication, but also logic, intellect, thinking, processing things. So you may have a little bit of idea. Now, with this type of aspect with Uranus at play, it is radical. It's revolutionary. Those are things that are associated with an aspect like this with Uranus, by the way, rebellious energy, but also freedom. Okay. That's what Uranus is, liberating yourself. So it could be you. It could be you having this huge awakening around this time where you have your Sandra D moment. Okay. You saw her at the end of Greece. She knew what she wanted. All right. So really could have a big awakening as part of your transformation. This is your transformation story. You could be wanting a really big change. And this is when you're just like, I've got to have this change. I'm going to make it happen. Okay. Going to make it happen. There could be, especially if you feel possibly stuck in a situation, there could be something that happens this day that also like shows you the way. All right. It really is something where you remember that science experiment you made like in 4th grade, 5th grade, that volcano, baking powder and vinegar. It's like that, all right? The little rumbles before, then the lava flows. That's Mars conjuncting Uranus, all right? And then you get a little bit of those, ripples after, but this is definitely shifting gears. Direct your energy into this higher vibration around this day, by the way, all right? On Mars, by the way, remember, Mars is physical energy. So with an aspect like this, it is like, they could, it's associated with like accidents too. So just be mindful around this day. Be very mindful around this day. Now on Tuesday, July 16th, Mercury moves into shadow. Now, one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up is because Mercury, as I mentioned in your monthly forecast, is going retrograde in August. Mercury's a ruling planet. Virgo. Mercury is going retrograde in your sign. So this is a time to start putting your ducks in a row. Okay. I say this too, because I've made the analogy when Mercury goes into shadow, it's like Mercury took an Ambien, still awake, but just like, Then boom, in August falls asleep, right? Retrograde has that slowdown. So you may start feeling that slowdown. So this is the time just to put your ducks in a row. Also, this day, we do have a water trine with the moon in Scorpio, sun in Cancer, Neptune in Pisces. So a lot of emotions here. You could be feeling emotionally charged, even sensitive, but also intuitive, highly intuitive, compassion energy as well. Now on Thursday, July 18th, we got Sun sextile Uranus. Here's your breakthrough. Here's the breakthrough that you wanted. This is absolutely amazing. Sextiles are very harmonious. These two planets complementing each other. I love this. Now, another thing that's happening, actually, this could be a little bit deeper for you. When you look at what's happening, you've got Mercury and Leo in your 12th house, which is intuition, the subconscious, healing energy. It's trining Chiron, the wounded healer. This is healing work, all right? Chiron is in Aries. Remember, that's your 8th house. And so there is something that could be like at a deep psychological level, you doing like shadow work as well. This could be a big day for you. But remember, Sun is in Cancer too. Intuition, compassion, your comfort, finding your comfort zone, finding comfort, but healing energy for y'all. It's really, really big. Now, on Saturday, July 20th, we have Mars sextiling Neptune. This is going to be happening at 29 degrees. Remember, Neptune retrograde at 29 degrees. There is something here likely having to do with partnerships and relationships. Remember, Saturn and Neptune retrograde together in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Now, that can be work. It can be career, things that you're reassessing in that area. It also could be love and romance. Just think on one-on-one partnerships that relates to you. All right. Also, with this Mars-Uranus conjunction, by the way, I'm looking at what's going on for you. There could be something with legal matters too. But anyway, with Saturday, July 20th, Mars sextile Neptune. I talked about this in your monthly forecast. This is just heightened compassion to a whole other level. You could have really big imagination this time, daydreaming, really, really nice. Okay, spirituality. I love this. I love this. Remember, I've said Mars and Neptune couldn't be more opposite. It's like putting two kids who have nothing in common in the same room, forcing them to hang out. But this is a sextile. They're working. They're getting along. They're making things happen for you. So really love this. Again, there could be something here, especially even with healing when you think about this week for you with partnerships and relationships. Now, on the same day, Mars is moving into Gemini. Big deal. All right. Remember, Mars moving into Gemini up until September 4th, by the way. All right. Up until September 4th, going through your birthday season there. But anyway, Mars moving into Gemini will be joining Jupiter in Gemini in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. Now, if you're not here for career, but a lot of y'all may be with Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter, good fortune, good luck, expansion. Remember, you're about to have the best career year that you've had since 2012, 2013 with Jupiter here until June 2025. Mars, whoosh, amplifying that, putting a lot of energy there, putting a ton of energy there. So this is just passion. This is, especially in terms of, you may feel very stimulated. Mars and Gemini, very stimulating, very curious about trying new things, gaining knowledge, but this is a lot of passion, a lot of drive, kind of like this soap opera, like Sofia Vergara and Modern Family, but of the mind too, of the mind. This is a lot of stimulation. You really could feel like a sponge, really absorbing things. There may even be moments where you feel like a vacuum, like really absorbing a lot, but really in terms of pushing you in the direction of the career that you are seeking, the one that is opening up for you. Remember, Jupiter expands. Jupiter is all about good fortune, belief, wisdom as well. All right. So I really love this. Also, remember, restless energy is Mars and Gemini can bring that restless energy. So really have that focus on your passions that is related to career, all right? Or that you can link with career, something you could even monetize with, all right? Something that you could even monetize with. Jupiter is profit as well, all right? You could even think back to the end of 2022. That's the last time Mars was in Gemini. Remember when Mars, you probably don't remember, Mars was in Gemini for like 7 months. Just, whoa, that never happens, but it had that long retrograde. But you could start, if you think about around that time, in terms of what was happening for you around that that time. Some themes could be coming up, even the way, that you, the drive that you had, maybe some things percolating up here. But anyway, now we get to this full moon in Capricorn. This is happening July 21st. All right. This is that Sunday. This is the end of the week. This is 29-degree full moon in Capricorn. I did that separate video on the full moons in Capricorn. Remember the one we had in June? We have 2 back-to-back Capricorn full moons. Again, something that is very rare. This one at 29 degrees, just expect change. It's a critical degree. And remember, it's closing shop now. Full moons, they culminate. They culminate the end of something here. Now, Capricorn rules your 5th house. 5th house is joy, is pleasure, is family, is children, okay? It's recreation, it's procreation, it's self-expression, creativity. So there could be something here where, at 29 degrees, something that you're graduating from, something where you feel like there is something that is coming to an end for this new beginning. Remember, one thing that's happening here, this could be a big karmic release for you, for everybody, by the way, because remember, this is a Saturn ruled full moon. Saturn is karma, but then you throw in Pluto conjuncting this full moon. Ooh, that's big. Ooh, that's big. All right. Pluto is death and rebirth, transformation, but there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening here. So just know there could be something on this karmic level for you. Also, with Pluto in the mix, by the way, yep, secrets could come out around this time, revelations. There could be something here that you're learning, that you're seeing. Remember, full moons do illuminate. But just know there is something, a big chapter closing now, all right? Now, you see that Venus is sextile Jupiter on the same day. Now we've got the 2 benefic planets working in your favor, making life easier for you with this harmonious aspect. Really, really, really wonderful. You could be really thinking about things now, and rooting things, building your confidence, but also putting a lot of energy in career. Remember, Mars has moved into Gemini, and Jupiter is in Gemini at this point, all right, in your 10th house. Venus sextile Jupiter, by the way, with this type of aspect, it can be like overindulgence as well. So just keep that in mind as well. Now you have Mercury squaring Uranus, another Uranus aspect, with your ruling planet, by the way, with your ruling planet. So there is something here on this spiritual level for you. Remember, Uranus is in your 9th house, spirituality. The other thing is, with Mercury squaring Uranus and with Mars conjuncting Uranus, there could be something with travel. It is long distance travel. There's also something with education that may come up. Publishing, broadcasting, those are some themes with the 9th house. But remember, breakthroughs. Uranus is breakthroughs. All right. So you having this breakthrough, especially of the mind, maybe again, something that you're thinking about, or maybe even breaking from a certain way of thinking for this new way of thinking. Here's the other thing with Mercury squaring Uranus. Mercury is communication. So there could be some, people that say things that may get you all like, and it could be just coming out of nowhere with Uranus here, the unexpected surprises, unpredictable energy. So just remember to trust your intuition. You have a lot of, the spiritual side of you, the healing side of you, the compassionate side of you. A lot of that's really amplified this week for you. So I think that you're going to be fine. Just trusting your intuition. It's one of those things where you're in a group chain, text chain. Okay. It's heated. It's getting heated, and you got a response fired up, ready to go. Trust your intuition. Ask yourself, is this going to make a difference? Is this going to make anything better? Like those kind of things, especially with this type of aspect. All right. So it also is kind of like the scattered energy. And one reason I want you to pay attention now is because we will have Mercury squaring Uranus again in August. So if you can get prepared now, you'll be more prepared when it happens in August. All right. And one thing that did come to mind for me is like, it's almost like it's very like Nobel Prize winning scientist, or like mad scientist, all right? With Mercury, remember, is also thinking, logic, processing, all of that, all intellect as well. Like very Rick and Morty, all right? Now, you've got the sun trining Neptune, absolutely amazing. This is creative energy, heightened compassion. Again, we're talking about Neptune here, even dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. You could be getting a lot of intuitive messages, really spiritual energy. But remember, Neptune at 29 degrees retrograde, as I said in early, past readings, it is, asking for those reality checks, really knowing your path forward. And again, it may have to do with a partnership or a relationship at this time. It could even do with a friendship. Remember, the sun is still in Cancer in your 11th house, but there is something here that possibly has to do with your future, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, okay? Something with partnerships, relationships. Now, the biggest aspect that's happening, Mars trining Pluto. I mean, you got these two big, powerful planets, all right? Both in air signs, by the way. Remember, that's up here. That's up here. All right, intellect. Anyway, really big deal, especially because we've never experienced this. Mars in Gemini trining Pluto in Aquarius. Remember, Pluto moved into Aquarius earlier this year, the first time in 250 years. So nobody on Earth has actually ever experienced this aspect. It's been, unless you're a vampire, okay? But this is really supportive energy. Very, very supportive energy. There is likely something big happening with work and career for you. Remember, Mars and Gemini, your 10th house of career. Now you've got Pluto in Aquarius in your 6th house of work, daily activities as well. So you could be feeling a shift. But remember, this is a trine. This is auspicious. This is supportive. This is let's get together. Let's get it done energy. All right. Remember, this is acting upon change. Very inspiring energy here, but action. Remember, Mars is action. Pluto is powerful. It's empowerment. This is you calling the shots. This is you being the boss now. You taking courage, action, feeling that empowerment. Really, really, again, you do have the power. You have the power right now. So this is a really, really good time to make these changes. This is going to be a big week. Really big week. Even, I think that I mentioned in your monthly forecast, it's like that. I made the reference like La La Land. You saw that movie. It's like Emma Stone at the beginning of the movie. She dreamed of being that famous actress. She took action for her dreams. You saw the end of the movie. All right. So let's get started, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. Oh, I can take my glasses off now. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for July 15th to the 21st. Again, for Virgo, rising, Virgo, moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to, Virgo. So let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for July 15th to the 21st. All right. Virgo, I do a traditional cultural cross spread. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Virgo, I hope you're well. I hope everything's amazing for you. You're already going through some major change. Did you see your last week's reading? Come on. That was huge. That was really big. So, I love y'all too. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what's going on. Wow. You are definitely going through some change this week now too. Okay. So yeah, partnerships, relationships got to be a big thing for you. You're moving into it, but you're going to have to go through an experience for that. Okay. You're going to have to go through an experience. A lot of new things happening here. Wow. Let's get started. Oh my goodness. You have the 3 of Cups. All right. So there you go. Celebration. All right. Celebration. Feeling good. Y'all got a squad. Remember, we've got Sun in Cancer still. We're still in Cancer season. That's a lot of energy in your 11th house, your social network groups you belong to, your communities, even your LinkedIn community, because there's so much work stuff happening. But there could be something that you're celebrating. It could be something that, is really, really nice. It could, be something that you've already begun. All right. Remember 3, 1 + 2 equals new reality. Think about the Empress, right? Card 3, creation, the birth of new things. And there you go with the 3. And, this is a Cancer card, by the way. The 3 of Cups is a Cancer card. So really love this for you. Absolutely amazing. There is likely something that you may have started or something, like even in this group environment, something with family as well could be really nice. But again, it could even just be this celebration of life, just this feel good energy. Now, you do have the 5 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. So this is a Taurus card. All right. This is a Taurus card. Remember, we got Mars conjuncting Uranus in Taurus. This is your 9th house. All right. So I'm going to show you something here. You see these 2 people, and this is a challenge card. It's a 5. It's a 5 of Pentacles. So 2 people here in this card, they're focusing on their plight. They're literally outside a church, but they're refusing to see the church. And there's all that support. You can even see the pentacles shaped as an anchor. That is an anchor of hope. You see that it's not only dark, but it's snowing as well. They are barefoot. So it's this snow and like snowy and dark. But again, it doesn't have to be, but they're focusing on their plight. They're saying they're having, it's like that low energy frequency of, why is this happening to me? Why does nothing ever good happen to me? So it's low energy frequency with this card. However, they're outside of church. All they have to do is look up. Okay. Remember, I said anchor of hope. There is all this support around you, Virgo. And so it's a matter of reaching out. All right. It's a matter of reaching out and accepting that support and even asking for it if you're seeking it. Now, really interesting with Mars conjuncting Uranus, because remember what I said, unpredictable energy, but it's happening in your ninth house. So there is, again, something of the spirit. There could be something that you may be even overanalyzing or overthinking around this time. There also, remember I said it's also something could have to do with travel. There's something that could have to do with education, publishing, broadcasting. Now, the other thing is, remember, you've got all these retrogrades, Saturn and Neptune retrograde in your seventh house of partnerships. When you look at your entire spread here, it almost feels like there may be one where you feel this week something's holding you back. And that's what this full moon in Capricorn is there for you. All right. It is, there may be something there where there's going to have to be some change. All right. So go within. Even if you don't, seek support in your external world, go within. All right. Call upon your guides, really have that feel that spiritual force this week, because there could be something that does feel like a shakeup. All right. But it does seem like it could be something that really, really does feel like I said, this is an anchor of hope, but you may just see it as an anchor, but it's all about the mindset. Remember, pentacles are a physical reality as well. But when you see the Chariot and your challenge area, which is having that willpower and that strength and that confidence to move forward and to seize the day, this is saying that there is something like reflection, really doing that introspection, maybe even some soul searching that you may want to do. There could be something happening in your physical world where you feel like a loss as well, even like a financial loss. It is pentacles, but remember, pentacles are a physical reality. All right. But there may be a point, and I'm going to clarify the Five of Pentacles for you, but there may be something that, again, you really connecting with yourself. Okay. It is higher mind, the ninth house. All right. So really, really feel that energy. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah. And then there you go. You have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So this is, all right. So this is kind of crazy. You have the Eight of Cups. So you see that this figure here is moving forward from the cups. Nothing's wrong with the cups, but you know something's better for him. Now, you do see there's an eclipse happening. All right. So this is a pretty big full moon, by the way, during the week of the full moon in Capricorn. But either way, eclipses are game changers. So there is something here where you take that action and move forward, knowing you've got something for you on the other side. All right. That's going to make all the difference. And it's going to be game changing. It's going to be even life changing, but could even be a bittersweet moment. But the fact that this card, Eight of Cups, is attributed to Saturn and Pisces is pretty crazy, because look at your spread again. We'll talk about this. But that is your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. Again, it can be career, it can be love, but there is something that you may recognize. It's time to move forward. All right. Especially remember, find that willpower, find that strength. All right. To move forward, especially learning things as you go. Think about, even the past week, the past few months, what have you learned at this point? Use that. Okay. Remember, a lot of this is happening on this karmic level as well. Now, you have the Knight of Cups. So this is indicating, a lot of this can be partnerships and relationships related. You do have the Knight in Shining Armor here, a lot of romance, partnership energy. You do see him extending the cup, all right? So he does want to share that cup with someone. So it seems like there may be partnerships, relationships on your mind. Now, if you are not here for partnerships and the other thing is he is Pisces. Remember, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You even see the fish all over his armor. Now, what I was going to say, if you're not here for partnerships and relationships in any capacity, all right, this is just you now wanting to fill your cup, now wanting to be emotionally fulfilled. That is what you want this week, okay? Whatever's going to fill your cup, bring you joy, bring you that sense of just self-love as well. But such a romantic energy here. Now you also have the 3 of Wands and the Ritter spread. You are ready. You're ready to move forward. I call this the green light card. This is your second 3, by the way. Okay. Remember what I said, creation, new things. This is someone standing at the edge of his village. Think about the medieval times. Think about further than that. All right. That's what they just had villages, right? He's ready to leave his village, which back then was such a big deal, to go explore the world, to go see what's out there, to see what will bring him joy. This is someone who is also, when you do that discovery, it's a lot of self-discovery as well. All right. It's learning who you are, but 3 of Wands, really, really, really amazing. This is your transformation story. This card is attributed to Sun in Aries. Aries, as you know, rules. Maybe you don't, but the North Node and Chiron, like I said, are in Aries. Okay. Your 8th house, transformation, death and rebirth. Like I said earlier, you're going through some big change. North Node is going to be there all year long. All right. In your 8th house. So yeah, you're ready. You are ready. Look at all this movement here. This is a big week of movement, by the way. And then lastly, when I talk about partnerships and relationships, I do not make this up. You got the lovers in your future. This is the perfect 6 is harmonizing. The 6 is everything's coming together. You got an archangel in your future, Archangel Raphael, gifting this love for you. I love this. You see the abundance of the sun here, optimism, opportunity, abundance. Like I said earlier, this is absolutely amazing. Okay, so there is something on the other side for you. All right. There is something on the other side for you. And so there could be that shakeup that I mentioned earlier, but look at what it brings in. All right. You've got to take that action. This is all about moving forward, but it's what you want. So when you align everything here, it seems like once you find that willpower, once you find that, courage and drive, and you have it in you with the 8 of Cups. All right. So now the lovers, love and relationships, but the power to choose, which is absolutely amazing. A lot of y'all may be here for career. I would not be surprised. The lovers is Gemini. All right. So there you go. Remember, Gemini, your 10th house of career, public recognition, honors, achievement. So finding the perfect partnership in career, maybe starting a business with someone else, maybe a new boss. There is something here. But again, it can be something on an emotional level with love and romance as well. But you're moving into this. This is really, really nice. Very, very special. Really, really sweet. All right. Choices. You've got choices. Now, let's get to your stuff. All right. And by the way, speaking of choices, I think I may have mentioned this in one of your other readings, but just the fact that Jupiter is in Gemini, remember Gemini is the twin. So there may be 2 options here. Okay. Virgo. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I love y'all. All right. So let's see. Yeah. You're okay. You're good. You see that here. Yes, there's got to be something, but remember, you've got to seek that support. Know that you have support all around you. Even do some going within to know that you can move forward and find that power to do so. Now, you have the Queen of Cups. All right. So, wow, really amazing. Y'all may be feeling it this week. All right. I say that because your reading last week was so gangbusters. It was so insane. I couldn't believe it. But if you do remember last week, you did have the Queen of Cups in your final outcome. Now, the first card in your stuff. So there really is this cycle that's happening, and that's what life is these cycles. But the Queen of Cups, what I love about the Queen of Cups is saying that you do have like a squad. All right. You do have a lot of love. All right. You've got a lot of love and support around you, but you have a lot of love to give as well. And you've got all this self love that it seems like that it's going to be a big thing for you here. It's going to be something like, remember what I said, like, finding that emotional fulfillment. The Queen of Cups, not only is Queen of Cups double water, Queen of Cups is Cancer. Remember, we are still in Cancer season, your 11th house, not only of your social network friends, groups you belong to, but also with all that support, but also your hopes and wishes and dreams. But she does what her heart desires. So it seems like that is something that you are moving toward, especially with the Knight of Cups in your crown. You also have the Eight of Wands. Absolutely amazing. Really love this for you. Okay. So for a lot of y'all, yeah, it could be a lot of movement happening. And there is both home related matters happening here. There's also, work related matters. But especially with the Eight of Wands is just 8-1 zipping through the air in their happy place. One of only 2 cards where there's no figure, no nothing, just 8 wands is whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay. Wands, your passions, ambitions, creativity as well. Remember, you're going to have those sparks, work related, enterprise, career, profession with the wands here. This is movement. This is, the universe like making things move for you. A lot of movement, a lot of energy, even fast. Things are landing for you. Now, it could also be you just feeling that fire, just like, let's do it. Let's get this going. Let's get started. Really pay attention to your domestic sector. This is a Sagittarius card. I'm bringing this up because you do have Temperance in your final outcome. Remember, Sagittarius does rule your 4th house, your domestic sector, parents, significant other, children, family, home related matters as well, but very career related too. Now, you also have the 10 of Cups. Yes, move in that direction. Move in that direction. This is all you want. This is happy everything. This is the only rainbow in tarot indicating this promising future. Everything's good. Every 10 cups. A lot of enlightenment here. A lot of enlightenment. And especially, remember, I mentioned family. You see the happy couple, the happy children. This happy children dance, all that innocence, and it's just so nice. All right, so I absolutely love this for you, and it seems like a lot of y'all are seeking this. Remember, the partner here. All right, so partnerships, relationships, a big thing here, and it is a Pisces card, by the way, the 10 of Cups, FYI. And then you have which again, your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and then lastly, Temperance in your final outcome, another Sagittarius card here. But Temperance, this is saying you're going to be fine. You got another archangel here. You got another archangel. This is Temperance is all about moderation, right? But it's more than that. It's finding that groove, finding that flow, being in a place where everything's going to work out for you, where you're confident, where you look at this. I'm going to show you something here. Look at her. Archangel Michael, look at him pouring between the 2 cups, right? Now, if you see someone pouring 2 cups, like goes like too fast, it's going to splatter everywhere, too slow, and you just kind of miss the mark. There's that balance, okay? There's that balance, that flow, all right? Find that moment. Find that flow for yourself. It seems like you're going to do it. You've got an archangel here. This is really great. And when I say find that flow, know that everyone's on a path. You are on a path and you are going to get there. That is what Temperance is saying. Have that, Temperance literally means self-restraint. And so that patience, okay? That patience, that knowing that things are going to happen for you, knowing that you're going to get to the finish line, okay? Because if you stress about it or feel anxious about it or worry about it, that just delays you. That delays you, all right? So have that flow, all right? That high energy frequency, knowing that you're going to get to it. And if you need to, think about it. Think about, instead of like getting to the path, think about being at that moment, being at the finish line, what you want. Think about how good that'll feel. Think about that moment, and that raises your frequency. But I absolutely love this. Okay. So yeah, this big week. All right. You see, you're moving into a very auspicious lovers, 8 of Wands. You got all this 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Temperance. So there is this emotional fulfillment, things working out in your favor. Just know with the 5 of Pentacles, there may be something that you're moving forward from, okay? Moving forward from to really, really raise your frequency and open up your heart chakra, all of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Thanks so much, Virgo. If you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on next week. Big one, we see Mercury moving into your sign. All right, Mercury's a ruler. We also say Mercury is exalted to your sign. And then we move into Leo season. We'll talk about it next week. All right, we have a stellium there. All right, we Venus, Mercury, and Leo. Venus, Mercury, and the Sun in Leo in the first half before Mercury moves into your sign. Anyway, we'll talk about it next week. Thanks so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.